We are not born incredible by our birth. We are not born incredible by our birth. We became incredible by immense practice, hard work, determination, perseverance, etc. Namaskar, Adab, Sat Shri Akal. This is Dipti Verma, and today I'm just going to share you about the failure story of my life. That how I always fail in our life. Fail in means that though I want to speak something, but I didn't dare to speak something throughout my life. This is the failure of my life, because I want to say something. I have the idea and I want to generate my ideas, but due to the lack of confidence, I never stand and generate my idea. So this is the failure of my story, and how to overcome. This is the experience of my life, so I want to share it to you all people. So for this story, I want to go to flashback. When I was in class 3rd, then there was seminar which was conducted in my school. Before starting this story, I want to tell you that if you refer to any successful person, or if you read the novel of any successful person, then you're willing to know about the failure story of the successful person. As it is said by Abdul Kalam, that read the failure story of the successful person, then you came to know that what a mistake they have done and what mistake we have not to repeat. As it is said by Chanakya, that life is too short to learn from your own mistakes, so try to learn from the another person's mistake. So for sake of this, I want to share my story. So it was a time when I was in class 3rd, and there was a seminar which was conducted in my school. So there are many foreigner teachers which came in my school, and they started delivering the lecture to the topic that is environment. And once they finished, they asked the question that anyone have any doubt? Obviously, I have multiple doubts because I didn't understand any single topic. So I raised my hand. The moment I raised my hand and I looked all around, and I found that there was no one is raising there. Only I was the person who raised my hand. And looking all around, my confidence fell low. It means that my hands were up and my confidence was down. My brain got shut down mode. I forget everything. I forget that what I have to speak, what I have to ask. And teacher asked, okay, what's your doubt? Tell the question. I forget. I told that, sorry ma'am, I forget the question. She said, okay, sit down. Second time again I got the opportunity and I raised my hand that ma'am, I have doubt. Second time when she asked, what's your problem? And I look all around, I found not a single individual raising their hand. Again the same thing happened to me. I forget the question and I put hand down. Third time again I dare to raise the hand, and this time, thank God, due to grace of God, I have the question, I asked the question, I got the answer, and I was satisfied. Story not ended here. Story began from here. Next day, whenever I entered in my school, I became the dinosaur. Every people start laughing at me that look at her. She was asking the question and she forget the question twice. People starts laughing at me, and that was a time when I started gaining the low confidence. That was the time when I being ashamed of myself. That was the time when I regret that why I dare to ask the question. I became no friend. I have friend no more, because everyone laughing at me. No one dare to understand my feeling, that what I feel. They all laugh at me and I get ashamed of myself. I got frustrated. I got hesitated. I got baffled. But a miracle takes place after 2 days. I heard 2-3 people were murmuring that they also want to ask the question, but they didn't have guts to ask the question. And that was the time when I started gaining the experiences. I started gaining the confidence in my life that, oh my God, thank God, at least I have dared to ask the question to them. And that was the first step of gaining the confidence. After that, what happened? After that, I got the opportunity in my college that if you want to speak something, then you can speak. Okay, that was the first time in the college life. I I dare to stand and I dare to speak about this small topic. But the moment I stand in front of the audience, I forget everything. This was the second time when I forget everything, got to speak. And after that, I again got the opportunity, but I didn't dare to stand and to go in front of the public and to speak. I put hand down, and I never ever do this again. And after losing the opportunity, I felt guilt of myself. Though I want to speak, but why I can't speak? What's the problem with this within me? That what's the thing which makes me to step back? What is the hindrance in my life? That why I can't being in front of the public? What's the problem I have? After that incident, I go in my room and I started exploring myself, and I took a diary and I wrote that what are the things which makes me to step back. And I realized it's nothing. It's just the fear. We all have the fear of unknown, fear of rejection, fear of disappointment, fear that people will laugh at me. These are the different types of fears that I suffer and you might suffer. So these are the fears, and I wrote all those fears and I started work on it. And once I started work on it, I started gaining experiences. Though I want to tell one thing to you all people, that what we want instant success. We want instant success. Do you feel that success is much more important? This is a question mark in front of you. Is this success is much more important, or satisfaction is much more important? In my opinion, satisfaction is much more important than success. For example, if your dream is to be a cricketer, and due to peer pressure or family pressure, you are being doctor. Though you are renowned doctor, you got good salary, you got fame, everything, but will you happy for being a doctor? Because your aim is to be a cricketer, but you are a doctor, so you are not happy in your occupation. It means that you are a successful person, but you are not satisfied what you are willing to be. So according to me, satisfaction is much more important than success. So how we got the satisfaction? How we get the satisfaction? So satisfaction came from the experiences of our life. Satisfaction comes from the experiences of the life. How we gain the experience? Okay, for this I want to tell one thing to you, that we never fail in our life. Fail means first attempt in learning. Fail means first attempt in learning. So we never fail in our life. Either we got success or we got experiences. And if we got experiences, then we start exploring ourselves, that what mistake we have done and what not to repeat. And once we start gaining experiences, those experiences leads to satisfaction, and satisfaction ultimately leads to success. So this is the theme, or this is the progressing step towards growth. If you have any idea, you want to excel in your career, you want to split your idea, you want to inculcate your ideas into the actions, and you want to do any startup or any new things or innovations, then there are many people who pull your leg, who criticize you. And at that time, if you have the art to stay with your dreams, to stay focused what you are want to be, then no one will dare to pull you again. Because initially they all criticize you that you are not being success, but once you being success, then they will appreciate you. So I want to tell one thing, that don't think that what the people will think of you, because they never think in the progress of you. They always demolish you, they always breaks you. And once you start accepting the way as you are, then the world recognize you. Once you realize that what kind of people you are, then no one dare to criticize you, because they thought that his remote control or her remote control is not in my hand. She or he has her own remote control. So be the remote control of your own life. be proactive, not being reactive. So be proactive. If you go to the successful people and if you read about them, then you have common idea, that is the struggle of their life. Focus on two things. First is go through the life experiences of the successful person, and don't go through their success. Go through the painful story of the successful person, and then correlate your life story with their life story. Then you come to know that they deserve the success because they have sacrificed a lot. They have done a lot of struggle. Next thing, if you want to quit something, then just remember the physically disabled people. There are many views. Some people say that they are physically disabled, but some says that they are differently able. Point is one, but vision is different. So change your viewpoint. Change your viewpoint. If you go through their stories that they are physically disabled, but they can do miracles, then what? Why not we? So it depends the perception of looking your, that how you are looking the world. Because at the end I want to tell you the beautiful line that it is said that नज़रों का ऑपरेशन हो सकता है लेकिन नज़रिए का नहीं. नज़रों का ऑपरेशन हो सकता है लेकिन नज़रिए का नहीं. अगर आपका नज़रिया खूबसूरत है ना, तो आपको कीचड़ में भी कमल दिखता है, और आपका नज़रिया ही नहीं अच्छा है तो आपको खूबसूरत चांद में भी दाग नजर आता है. So change your viewpoint, because we all human beings have the same world. We all human beings have the same vision. That is, we have two kinds of that world, that is outer world and inner world. So the outer world is same for all, but the inner world came from our spirit, our soul, from within. So change your viewpoint, change yourself. Don't try to change the world, because you can't change the world. Change your viewpoint, change your vision, change your attitude, change your behavior. Be positive, be determined, be optimistic. This is the theme of the story. Thank you.